Hello friends, welcome to Unacademy, which is the largest online education platform for GATE Computer Science and IT. Myself, Malisham Devasane. Here I'm going to take the classes on compiler design as well as for theory of computation and C programming. In this session, we are going to see mainly LR1 grammar and LR1 grammar. We have already discussed LR0 and SLR1. We are going to expand this to other two grammars too. Okay. Now, let me introduce myself before starting our session today. I have secured all rank 119 and 210. Then I have completed my MTech from IIT Bombay. Now I'm taking completely for GATE classes. I'm teaching for GATE classes. Here I teach TOC compiler programming. This is my referral code, that is DEVALIVE. So use this referral code to get 10% discount, and also if you want guidance, this referral code will help you to prepare for GATE exam. And what are the benefits of the Unacademy? You will have, n number of classes, thousands of classes from many educators you will be seeing on Unacademy. But these are the free classes. Free classes, you will see a lot of varieties, but those sessions are very short and not structured. So it's recommended to watch the free classes if you are interested. But at the same time, you should know the benefits of the paid courses, which are Plus and Iconic subscription. So you will be having I have already taken a next level course on TOC practice course, on TOC ultimate course on C programming, and complete course on compiler design, and complete course on C programming, and doubt clearing course on core subjects, and soon fast track course on TOC is going to come. So these are the structured courses where you have complete schedule in advance. And the benefits of a Plus and Iconic subscription, as I said, you will have a structured courses for every subject, as well as the batch wise, the announcement. Iconic plan has more advantages than Plus, like dedicated coach, live interaction with educator, and separate study material, and you will have and booster sessions and separate study plan and personalized test analysis and so many. Yeah, good evening, Anvesha. And if you look at the plans, Plus you have very popular plans for 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, 1.5 year, and 2 years. And you can see that this total price is after applying my referral code DEVALIVE. And similarly, Iconic also we have two very good plans, 1 year and 2 years, 45,225, 66,600. And please join our Facebook group to get regular updates from us. This is a Telegram channel. Please subscribe Unacademy GATE ESE Telegram channel. And we have various free YouTube channels from Unacademy which will help your friends and including you. And please share all these YouTube channels with your friends. And on the channel we have very good educators to help you and to guide you all the time. And we are teaching all the subjects of the GATE on this channel. And if you are watching this video, please like this session. Please make a presence by clicking on like button, and also share with your friends and subscribe if you have not yet done. Yes, guys, Satyajit. Yeah, good evening. Please like the session, guys. I can see only 2 likes are there. Come on, guys. Okay, all right. So let's start this session. And in the previous sessions, we have seen like LR0, SLR1 grammar. Before that, what is LL1 parser and what is context-free grammar, and we have completed so many sessions so far. Now in this session, we'll be seeing the difference between LR0, SLR1. That I will recall, I will explain you what we have done in the previous session. Now we are going to understand what is LR1 grammar and what is LR1 grammar. Okay, so how to identify LR0 grammar, how to identify SLR1 grammar, we have understood in the previous session. And shift reduce conflict. What is shift reduce conflict? If any state has both shift item and reduced item in the same set I'm talking about, then in that state these two items will produce a conflict. And in LR0 grammar, if any state More than one state may have conflicts. Remember that. If any state has at least two reduced items, at least two, I'm talking about minimum two reduced items, then you will have RR conflict in that state. And when you are going for SLR1 grammar, so you have to look at more than items. What you have to look at, suppose in case you have shift item, that is like, x derives alpha dot t beta. This is the shift item. T is important here. And look at only the positions that I am talking about, dot as well as t. So if you have both are in same state, and that's not enough, and that if t belongs to follow of reduced item, then it produces SR conflict, guys. That is in SLR1. One represent, calculate the follow set using whole grammar. Follow of 5 is computed using whole grammar. So simple LR1 and RR conflict, and you will have at least two reduced items. Both are present in same set. Both are in same state. That's also called a same set. And that follow of x intersection follow of y is having common terminal that's not equal to pi, then you will have RR conflict. So this session we have already completed. So I'm trying to help you to remember the concepts that we have done in the previous session. Yes. Now let's focus on today's session. Today's session we are going to focus on how to construct LR1 and LALR1. So let me remind you again, how did you construct the LR0 SLR1? Quick review guys. Let's start. You need augmented production. TR. Guys, that's what I don't explain general things. This T is a terminal, and it indirectly, that T we are talking about, this is a terminal. If that is not a terminal, that is not a shift item. Remember, it's not a first off. It has to be terminal. If it is a non-terminal, we don't have a conflict with that item. Remember that. Yes, Satyajit, that should be terminal. If you have a non-terminal there, that will not participate in the conflict. That's not a shift item. Remember, that must be terminal. T must be terminal. Yeah, I told you types of items. Go back and watch them. Terminal, remember. Yeah. So please have a quick review what we have done. And look at this. If you are focusing on this, look at this. This is not the shift item. This is the state item. This is not going to participate in the conflict. Okay, if you're not aware of that, focus on. We want a terminal. Anyhow, let's focus. And A, because of this A, we write A productions. Now B productions will not come here. You remember that, I hope. S, we have S dash derives S dot. And when we read A, S derives A dot B. And B derives, because of this B, we write dot B. That's all. And here A, we have A derives A dot. And here capital B, we need to read. And here just we will have A B dot. And we will have B and B to B dot. And look at, guys, where is the possibility of a conflict? The possibility of a conflict is not possible. It's not possible anywhere, because single item never produces a conflict. These are absolutely all right. Single items never produce a conflict. Here there is no reduced item in these two. So it is LR of 0 grammar. If it is LR of 0, so we will say always SLR 1. Yeah, that's true. It's LR of 0, so it is SLR 1. No conflict at all. Now, even this other example to understand LR 0 and SLR 1. Again, guys, quick. S dash derives dot S, and S derives dot AB and dot BC. You can write in one line also. And why do you write capital A? Because of this capital A. Why did I write capital B productions? Because of this capital B. So I'm going to keep A derives dot A and B derives dot A. And here S, when we read, you will get S derives S dot, and nobody has S just after the dot. So there's only one item. And when you read A, S derives A dot B, and after dot terminal is there. Terminal is there, so no closure for that. If you apply the closure, you will get the same. And B, you will get B dot C, that's all. And when you derive, when you take a transition of A derives A dot, just don't close it. There is other A also. So both of them you should bring to the same set. Yes. And then we have a B, you will have a one item. One item is not at all a problem at all. And C, you will have one item. BC dot. Now this is the complete diagram. Now we have to look at the single items never produce a conflict. So these are always a state has single item never produce a conflict. Now we have to look at this state and this state. Here there is reduce. So this is RR conflict in LR0 directly, because we don't compute follow. And if you want to check SLR1, you must go to the grammar, ask what is the follow of A. It says the B. And what is the follow of B? It is a C. So you just compute now. Follow of A intersection follow of B is equal to pi. So it means no RR conflict in SLR1. What did you understand? This grammar is, yes, equal to pi. It is guys, SLR1 but not LR of 0. It means SLR1 parser is more powerful than LR0. Why? SLR1 parser can understand more structures because of that kind of grammars. This is the reason, the relation between LR0 and SLR1. Now I can say that LR0 class, I can say set of all LR0 grammars is strictly inside the set of all SLR1 grammars. What is the meaning of that? The meaning of this one is every LR0 CFG, don't say subset, is SLR1 CFG. But here the LR0 parser is a more powerful because it can understand more grammars. So we write less than SLR1 parser, means it is expressive power of the parser. So this is the less powerful to express the languages. This is the more powerful compared to LR0, more powerful compared to LR0, but less powerful to others. It's less powerful than other parsers, guys. Okay, now we understood the two things, right? Now let's look at the very simple example again. Yeah, S dash derives dot S, and look at that, S dash dot A and dot AB, and you need to have a practice. That is the reason I got more examples here. And don't look at that. A, we have S derives A dot, S derives A dot B. And remember that why I'm not writing this, because one item. And here B comes, so you have S derives AB dot. And now where do you look at the conflict? Here this produces ESR, because first one is reduced item. Second one, look at this is the terminal T. This is the terminal. Terminal means shift item. This is the shift item and this is the reduced item. So both are present in the same set. So SR conflict in. If that small b is a non-terminal, we can't say conflict. We don't say conflict, remember. LR0, but you have a conflict in SLR1. You have to check like this. Terminal B belongs to follow of S or not. Look at that grammar. Follow of S is just dollar. So no problem at all. So B does not belong to follow of S. So no SR conflict in SLR1. So this grammar is again yes LR1 but not LR of 0 grammar. Remember that. Okay, this is another example we have done. Now let's look at guys, before moving to actual topic today, and let me explain you the benefits of the plus course and plus subscription. You will have a live classes, you will have a crash courses, doubt solving sessions, weekly tests, and you will have the explanation both English and Hindi, rank improvement batches, and so many. And these are the limited benefits I'm explaining here, but you have more benefits than this. And iconic all the benefits of the plus, but you will have a coach, you will have a plan, you will have a booster sessions, you will have analysis on the test that you attempt, and separate study material. And this is what we have the benefits on plus and iconic subscription, guys. Now why SLR1 is powerful than is not powerful, guys? Why SLR1 is not powerful than LALR1? Why LALR1 is powerful than SLR1? I'm trying to say why SLR1 is not powerful. Remember, I reframe the sentence. Why SLR1 is not powerful? It looks like it's powerful than LR0, but really it is not powerful in general, right? So reframe this sentence, guys. Okay, why SLR1 is not powerful than LALR1? So let's try to design this very quickly. What happens? Let's see. S dash derives dot S, and S derives dot AA, and dot BP, and dot CAB. And capital A you have to write because of there is a capital A here, and capital B you have to write because of there is a capital B. Yes, and dot D we are going to write. And this is the initial state. Everybody knows that. Now when you read S, you will have only one production. You must have a practice. Why are you writing like this? We have already seen in the previous class. Capital A, only one item is going to come. So close it. And B, again one item only is going to come, because after B, terminal is there. But be careful, C is, when you read C, you will get capital A there. So you must write capital A production, that is a dot D, because of this capital A. Yeah, when you read a D, you will have A to D dot, you will have B to D dot. So both will come to the same set. Now here A, you have a single item, no problem at all. And B also single item. And here capital A, you have a one item, then you will have a capital B, again one item. And D, don't combine with anybody else. This is A to D dot. Okay, now this is what we have. Now, if there is any conflict here, that's only possible in this state, because we have, this is RR conflict in LR0. So anyhow, LR0 parser is not powerful because it cannot understand. Now, if I am talking about SLR1, will you have a conflict or not? We have to check now. Follow of A intersection follow of B. What do you get? Look at that, guys. Follow of A, small a and small b. And follow of B is a small b. If you do the intersection, you will get a not empty. That means it is a conflict in even SLR1 too. The reason is SLR1 is also not powerful. But what is the mistake? Even though it has a power of 1, it can look at the follow set, but still what is the mistake it is doing it? So look at, guys, here I'm talking about the follow of capital A. Follow of capital A, you are doing what? Follow of capital A, you are doing what? A comma B. But actually it has to be only A, guys. It has to be only A, only small a. It has to be only small a. This small b you can't consider in this follow set, because the path from here you are going to this side. It means it is only because of this item and this item, and this item is actually going to this side. Where is that? Which side it is? Just look at it. Sorry, guys, just wait. Its direction is went wrong. Yeah, so we have where is that? Yeah, so this A to D dot is going to this side, and this CAB is actually going this side, and finally it reaches here, and you can see that B is here. And here if I ask who is the A follower, this A you can see, and this A is following actually the B because of here. And both paths are different. After A, B is different, after A, small a is different, and you can't combine because actually that both strings are different. This string starts with C, this string starts with D, and you are actually combined the followers. Yes, they are different paths, but when you are computing the follow of capital A and you forgot the path, you combine all the paths into consideration to say that the follow of A is a small a comma B is wrong, because you are not looking at path, you are looking at whole grammar. Actually this path is different, this production is different, this production is different, but you don't have a clarity which production you are looking at because you are looking at whole grammar. So this is what we have a problem in SLR1, simple LR1, because it is not able to look at which follower you are computing. You are computing whole grammar without looking at your production. Your productions are different, so follow of capital A you should have only the particular reason, but reason you forgot, you are looking at whole grammar. So two paths are different, but LELR1 it's going to find out the differently. Even CLR1 I'm talking about. So CLR1 you can compare. So CLR1 is more powerful because it's going to compute the followers based on the paths. So I'm talking about now LR0 item and LR1 item. That is what, guys, please don't attend the classes when you don't know how to compute the closures, because previous class I've already completed that. I can't explain same thing again and again, but I'm doing that for you. When you read a C here, the dot moves from here to here. Yes, it moving it. C dot AB, and we can't close now because we need to apply the closure. Because of capital A just after the dot, you should write all the A productions by keeping the dot in the beginning. That's all. And I was doing the same thing in every set, but that was a terminal, so I was not doing extra job there. That was a terminal. When there is a terminal, you can't write any productions there, but when there is a non-terminal, that's called as closure function. Have you remembered the previous sessions? Please go back to the previous session, look at how to compute the closure on any item, right? Yes. Fine. This is not the beginning of the class. This is the class which is after the basics. Okay, now come to the point. And if anybody watching this video, guys, please keep liking the sessions. Right? Please like the session. And what is LR0 item? LR0 item, we just maintain something like that, alpha dot beta. So only production is there. Just production where you have a dot. Production with a dot. That's called as item. That's called as LR0 item. And what is LR1 item? You have X, you have alpha and beta, maybe empty, doesn't matter. Comma, you may have look ahead portion, guys. After comma, there could be gamma also here, gamma. So what is the difference here? This is your production with a dot, Now new thing is coming here. What is that? This is called as look ahead computation based on your path, look ahead set. And this is called as LR1 item, LR1 item. And can you see the difference between LR0, LR1? When we are computing LR0 and SLR1 parsers, when you are designing it, you require LR0 items. And when you are going for LELR1 and CLR1, simply called as LR1, for this you require LR1 items. These two parsers uses LR0 items. Yes. So this is the difference between LR0 and LR1 item, guys. LR0 items we don't compute the look ahead now. Depends on the parser, we will compute the look ahead at the end, or we never compute. And LR1 item, it's also having a problem. We compute the look ahead by depending on the path, but path sometimes we may look at one, that if you are looking at exactly one path, that is the canonical, and if you are combining some paths, then that is a look ahead LR1 parser. So we will understand slowly. Now LR1 state diagram. Then what is LR1 state diagram? We must use LR1 items. So what is LR1 item? You must begin with this item, guys, dollar. and this is the initial state. This is initial state, guys. This is initial state, and you must begin from this. But we don't know how long it goes. You have to be very careful. Okay, now let's begin. And why I'm writing any other production? Because here S is there, and if you don't have S here, definitely I can't proceed. So because of that S, I will write all the S productions. How many? There are 3 productions, but I'll keep the dot in the beginning, and I will write all of them. But how do you compute this follower? That computation depends on the principle. What principle we have? Suppose you have x2 alpha dot, you have a y and beta comma gamma. And in case if you are writing y productions here, if you are writing y productions, doesn't matter what it is, don't forget that how to compute this one. It is because of this y, you are writing y productions. So first of beta gamma, here you should write the first of beta gamma. That's going to be the first symbol, which is going to be the follow of capital Y. Follow of capital Y. This is lookheads of Y production. Lookheads of Y productions. Only this Y. Remember how to compute that. So same concept I am using here. Same concept I am using, guys. Here I want to maintain the lookheads, but not easy. You have to get after S. Who is there? Dollar. So dollar is going to be copied here. Now, not yet over. Why, guys? Because here capital A is there, capital B is there, and small c. You have to apply the closure on them. So you will get A productions, you will get B productions. Only one is there, just write it. And A production that follow is a small a. If small a is not there, dollar. Here small a. And here after capital B, small b. Look at carefully what I am doing. Small c has no production because C is the terminal. This is the initial set, and those people who can calculate initial state, they can only understand what is this diagram. If you can't understand initial state, you can't understand whole diagram. Remember that, because the recursive concept. Now S, just copy paste, right? Look at how many productions have the S after dot immediately. Only one. So that dot we move after S. So S dot comma dollar. That's all. Only one item is coming, but sometimes more than one also comes. And now when I read A, look at how many are there. A, only one. So read that, A dot A. And don't compute anything now, just copy paste. Only move the dot, Don't do anything more than that. And capital B, and that is S derives capital B dot B comma dollar. And when you read C, here S derives C dot A B comma dollar. Now here A productions. Why do you write A productions? Because of A here, you need to write A productions. How many are there? Only one. But ISCA follow set depends on who is after A. Now we don't look at anywhere. We look at only in this state in that item. That is a B. Right? And here D is there, so we don't go further. So we close it. And similarly, we have a D here. That A derives D dot comma A, B derives D dot comma B. If you had remembered that previous one, that follow of capital A, previously we got A comma B, now we got only A because we are following the path. Now here similarly we have A. It's very easy, only one item, just move the dot. And here also one item. Okay, here you have a capital A, so we'll get one item. And then small b, you will get one item. I'm not writing it, guys, because only one comes. But D, when you read, you will get only one item, so I'm writing it. Yeah. So if you want, you can maintain this set. Yes, derive C A dot B comma dollar. The final one, C A B dot comma dollar. Yes. Now look at that. Now when you look at this, here we had RR conflict in LR0 we had, even SLR1 we had. Yes or no? We had, but now we don't have RR conflict. Then how do you look at conflicts in LR1? How do you look at? That's what I need to explain now. Guys. I need to explain. How do you look at even LR1 and LALR1 also? Even LALR1 also we use the same rules. Same rules. What is SR conflict? Look at carefully. I have X alpha. Now focus is on this is the T. Don't look at here and there. And here let's say look at set, let's say L1. And another one is the reduced item gamma dot comma L2. So what do you do here? If T belongs to L2, then only conflict. This T must be here. So in SLR1 what you did, T belongs to follow of Y, but why we don't compute here explicitly, because implicitly already computed every time we have written the production. So L2 was already computed as a follow of Y, but this is based on the path we have computed. And similarly, like X derives alpha dot, let's say L1, Y derives beta dot, then L2. Now we don't compute follow set now. We don't compute follow set now. We just look at already computed L1 and L2 we look at. So if L1 intersection L2 there is a common terminal, then we say it is RR conflict. If there is a common symbol between L1 and L2, here you have to look at these two. Is it clear? Yeah. Now look at the previous example, RR. Do you have any common thing here, like A to D dot comma A and B to D dot comma B? Is there any common terminal between this? Like A intersection B is empty. So no RR conflict. There is a no RR conflict in CLR1, that is LR1. So this grammar, it is CLR1. It is CLR1. Then what is LALR1? Just wait. We will come to that. Is it clear? So this is the CLR1 state diagram. Then how to check CLR1 grammar or not? Clear this point? No RR conflict and no SR conflict anywhere. Okay. So let's move to the next one. How to identify LALR1 grammar? This takes time, because identifying LALR1 grammar is slightly difficult. Yeah, clear. So when you have CLR1, if anybody want to check LALR1, what you do? Step 1, you have only one choice. Construct LR1 diagram. LR1 means CLR1. LR1 diagram only. And step 2, combine states of LR1 diagram if we have same states with same items or same states. Instead of that, if we have two states or more than two is okay. If we have states with same items but look heads may be different, but look heads of those items may be different, it's okay, may be different. So what does that means? I'm going to explain here. May be different. And then step 3, we will check conflicts. That's SR and RR conflicts. That is how we do it. But SR RR conflict rules are same as CLR1. Only the diagram may change. This may be different from CLR1 diagram. Yeah. Now let's focus on previous one, guys. Do you have any two states which have the same items? Look at that. Anybody? Any state? All states are different, right? But when do you combine? Basically, you may have a situation like suppose you have two states. In case you have like this, like x2 alpha dot beta comma L1. Here also you have x2 alpha dot beta comma L2. Then you can combine, not a problem. You can combine x2 alpha dot beta, because alpha dot beta same, both are same. This part when you look at, yes, both are same as other, right? But L1 L2 you can combine. How do you do that? You can make a new state, but you must combine. So this is in LALR1 how you do. In CLR1 you may have these two different states because of they have two different lookheads. So this is how we combine the two states of CLR1 into LALR1, guys. What is the procedure? We merge the states by keeping the same item, but we'll do the union of lookheads. Okay, let's focus on the example, this example. Okay. Yes. First we have a dollar. Now S derives, how many productions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them you should write here. Keep the dot in front. And all of them will have the same follow set, same lookhead portion because they are derived from the same production. And because of this S, because of that S, we have written all the S productions, right? So iska follow set, it depends on the dollar. After S, dollar is there. And then because of this A, you must write A productions dot F. But iski follow set is going to be small a. And B productions should be there because there is a one capital B. If there are two capital B's in two different items, you must consider both of them. And that is going to be dot F comma B. So this is the initial state. This is the initial state. And now we have to look at S. What happens on S? And what happens on A? And what happens on B? And what happens on C? And what happens on F? This many things you have to look at carefully. And if you read S, only most item is coming this time, but not every time, right? S dot comma dollar. So only one is coming at this time. It's okay. Now capital A. How many capital A's are there in the production after just dot? Only one. So we are going to write S derives A dot A. And don't compute anything. Just move the dot. After dot there is a terminal, so close it. And B we are doing now. S derives B dot B comma dollar. And C, we have two positions. We have a C. You can see that. Both of them are going to come here. S derives C dot AD. पहले वो लिखना चाहिए आपको, तभी आपको confusion कम रहेगा. And इसके बाद देख लेना डॉट के बाद कोई नॉन टर्मिनल है क्या? सो A का प्रोडक्शंस लिखना ही पड़ेगा and B का प्रोडक्शंस लिखना ही पड़ेगा. इसकी followers depends on the after U is there D. And after B here E. So we have computed explicitly. And this we are going to close now because after there is no non-terminal left. Now finally we have F. Again F we have two positions, right? So read both of them. A derives F dot A and B derives F dot that's comma is there, guys, comma B. Okay, now actually comma is optional, guys, but you should remember the production. Now here I'm going to read A so that you will get one item. S derives A dot comma dollar, and here B S derives B dot comma dollar, and here A when we read, what do you get, guys? S derives CA dot D comma dollar. Yeah, interface problem, guys. Okay, let me write the thick one, comma dollar. And in future you read a D, no doubt you will have the item S derives CAD dot comma dollar. Now here when you read a B, you will have S derives CB dot E. Just look at, again you will have E in future, not now, in future, that is S derives CBE dot comma dollar. Yeah. Now F when you read, guys, look at this. A derives F dot comma D and B derives F dot E, And when you look at these two states, I'm just naming it to understand. Let's take, this is a capital X, this is a capital Y, and X and Y are actually same state in LR0, SLR1, but in CLR1 you have a different, and X and Y actually you can combine. So X and Y will be combined, X, Y, you will combine, you will get this new state. What do you get there? A derives F dot is same, and same two items are there in both, and dot is exactly same position. But look at, we don't need same, that is A comma D, A union D, and there's a B comma E, B union A. So we have something done here, that is we have combined these two states into we have combined these two states into this one. So what you do, according to the new transitions, what will you have is on F you go there, and instead of going here on F you go there. And guys, now do you have a conflict here? Now look at it. Now A comma D intersection B comma E, because both are reduced items, right, is equal to pi. That means no RR conflicted LALR1. So this grammar is also LALR1 and also LR0, no doubt, but this was not SLR1. Did you remember that? Previously we had the same example, that is if you combine these two, you need to look at, guys, SLR1, sorry, I was wrong, SLR1 check SLR1, guys, it is also SLR1. When you combine also, actually follow of A, follow of B in the grammar, you don't have any problem with them, so this is okay. This is LALR1, this is LALR1, guys. Okay, if you want SLR1, you have to do some other way. What you have to do now, follow of capital A, follow of capital B, it is also, and SLR1 also. But how did I know? I have checked it. Okay, follow of A is A comma D, and follow of B is actually, it is P and E. Okay, there is no common terminal again there also, but approach is different, remember. So everybody clear what is LALR1? What is LALR1? Yes, we construct CLR1 diagram, we combine the two states if they have the same items, but lookouts may be different, we will combine. But in CLR1 we don't combine. If even one lookout is different, we will separate the state. Yeah. Now let's look at another example, and some of the examples will help you to understand why they are not powerful. Even we know the LALR1 is not powerful, right? LALR1 is not powerful. In the beginning I told SLR1 why not powerful. Now LALR1 is not powerful than CLR1. Why? This example may help us. Okay, quickly we have to do, guys, quickly. So I speak less, but I write everything. Focus on. And A we should write, no doubt. But इसका follower A होगा, B होगा. And yes, you can leave when you have one item. You can leave that. Only one item is there. You can leave. Never produces a conflict. And capital A, you will have one item. Small a next, you will have one item. One item, no need to draw it. Basically, one item you can leave it. Yeah, similarly, capital B, you will get one item. Only by practicing you will understand there one item comes. After that you will read B, you will have a one item. And you should know exactly what is that item. C. S derives C dot AD comma dollar, and you will have A item, that is F. Now this A follower is the D, is going to be changing. Yeah. Similarly, you have O. That's what we have a problem. Now you need to expand all of them, right? There are two C's here. Both of them we should brought immediately. first bring it, then you will not do that mistake what I am doing actually. Now आपको ये expand करो, अभी B भी expand करो, but इसका इसका A is a D is a follower and B का A is a follower, because A के बाद D है ना, B के बाद है, yeah. And you know that this is if you read F, you will get A to F dot comma A and B to F dot comma B. And when you are reading A, you will get one item, and reading D, you will get one item, and reading B, you will get one item, and reading A, you will get one item. But here is a very important F. A to F dot comma D and B to F dot comma A. Now we got this item, this state, and I'm just naming again. This is X. Okay, let's name this is X and this is Y. And what is the difficulty? It is CLR1 grammar, guys. CLR1 grammar. Why? Because there is no conflict here. It is CLR1, no doubt. It is CLR1 grammar. Why? You can check that. No RR conflict in X, no RR conflict in Y. Because AB are different, DA is different. And when you combine, guys, combine X and Y, what happens when you combine X and Y? And A to F dot and B to F dot, B derives, and you have to combine them. So A union D, that is AR D, A comma D also can write, and P R A. But here after combining into one state, guys, and here on F we go there, and here also on F we go there. So this is in LALR1, and we don't want the two states separately. We delete the two states and we combine them into single state. But do you have a conflict or not? Yes, because here there is a common terminal, right? There is conflict, RR conflict is there. In which one? LALR1. So this grammar is not LALR1. Why LALR1 is not powerful? Because CLR1 parser is more powerful. This grammar can understand by CLR1 parser, but LALR1 parser can't understand. Yes, not by exactly. Good point. Everyone, and anybody joined late this session, please like this session, guys. Okay, now when we are looking at the theoretical questions are very important in this topic. If the grammar is already CLR1, then what kind of conflicts possible in LALR1 construction? Grammar is already CLR1, means no conflict when you are drawing a CLR1 graph, but there is a possibility of conflict in LALR1. So what is given to you? Grammar is given, and they are trying to say no conflict in CLR1. That means the grammar is already SLR1. That is a sentence. And if we combine the states, the meaning of the second line, this line, if we combine the states of CLR1 to obtain LALR1, then what kind of conflicts possible? That is what we are going to look at. Answer is not over. It's still question only. And what is the answer? My first question is SR conflict possible in LALR1? So I'm trying to assume, okay, no SR no SR conflict in CLR1, that is LR1. Now, what conflict is possible in, do you get SR conflict again in LALR1? My question is, will you get SR conflict in LALR1 after combining the states? So we are going to look at that. And guys, okay, sorry, I need two states, right? I'm just drawing one state only. Okay, I'm just doing two states, this one and this one. What I do, I will keep the same items, like, x2 alpha dot tb and इसका look ahead set 1, assume that, और एक reduced item चाहिए मुझे comma dot comma l2 and same items you have here x2 alpha dot tb, but I have l3 is a different look ahead. Okay, y derives gamma dot and you have l4, and can I combine? This is in CLR1. We know that there is no conflict. No conflict means here there is no SR conflict. Here also no SR conflict because already grammar is CLR1, right? We are talking about in CLR1. Okay. Now it means T not in L2. It means T not in L2. Here also T not in L4. That is the meaning. And after combining, what do you get is something like this, and you will have x derives alpha dot tb and y derives gamma dot. One is shift item, other is reduced item. Here you are going to write L1 union L3 and L2 union L4. Now the question is, do you have T? Do you have this T? This T belongs to here. Here I can prove that its T not belongs to L2 union L4. The reason is T already not in L2, T already not in L4. So T definitely not in L2 union L4. That is a theoretical concept. We can understand SR conflict impossible in LALR1 in case there was no conflict in CLR1. Suppose CLR1 has a conflict, definitely LALR1 will have the conflict. Yeah. Next one. And here what we got the answer? Impossible. Impossible. Never be possible. Yes. Next one. RR conflict. Is it possible in LALR1? So let's look at. I have two states. After combining, will you get the conflict? Okay, this is no RR conflict. No RR conflict that is given to you in CLR1. If I combine into LALR1, will you get a conflict? Let's look at x2 alpha dot, right, L1. Even you don't know what comes there. Y2 beta dot. Theoretically I am speaking here, guys. And x2 alpha dot comma L3, y2 beta dot L4. And when I am doing it, x derives alpha dot, y derives beta dot, and you will write L1 union L3 and L2 union L4. We know that L1 intersection L2 is a pi. Here L3 intersection L4 is pi. Now can you guarantee L1 union L3 intersection L2 union L4 need not be pi? There could be possibility. RR conflict may possible. How is that possible? How is that? So you can assume some things like, this is A and this is, let's say, B, and this one can be B, this one can be A, but I'm taking C. So look at that B is going to be common. Yes, B is going to be common. So when you do intersection of these two, and B can be common, small b can be common. Is it clear, guys? So there is a chance, I don't know exactly. A comma B is L1 union L3, intersection B comma C is L2 union L4 is equal, not equal pi, means there is a possibility. Possible, yes. Okay, now today what we have learned, guys, today we have understood relation between LR0 and SLR1 and relation between LALR and SLR1, and we are going to learn in the coming classes how to construct the table for these 4 grammars, then how to parse them. Yeah, everybody, so we are going to start tomorrow table construction and important points. What is the relation between all of them? We are going to see tomorrow what is the relation among all of them. LR0, SLR1, CLR1, LALR1. That's the most important topic for GATE exam point of view. Are these table sizes are same? Everybody, table sizes are same? Are number of conflicts same? Are number of entries same? Tomorrow we are going to learn it. Yeah. Yes, guys. Yeah, please follow me on Unacademy if you are enjoying my classes, and you will learn a lot from Unacademy, no doubt about it. And you can also look at www.devagatecse.com, where you can see all classes at one place. And guys, you have very good educators on this platform. These are myself and Vishwadip sir, Khalil sir, Satish sir, Pankaj sir, and Arun sir. You can follow all of our favorite educators, and you can learn something from us. And please like the session. Don't forget, guys, please like the session before leaving. Please make a presence and share and subscribe to this channel if you have not done. And see you in the next class. If you have any doubts regarding Plus and Iconic subscription, we are always there to help you, and what to take along, what kind of plans are suitable for you. We are always there to help you. Okay, see you guys.